Thank you, Chairman Lee, Ranking Member Heinrich, and members of the committee. It's an honor to appear before you again today. I sit before you humbly as President Trump's nominee for Deputy Secretary of the Department of Energy. Before I get to my comments, I just want to recognize my family and friends. Behind me sits my wife, Frankie. The last time I appeared before the committee, just like this time, my son, James, who's an active, talkative, rambunctious 10-year-old, is not in attendance, but he is watching, I'm told, the hearing as it's happening. For both Frankie and James, I want to recognize the sacrifices that families of the people who serve in public service make. Those sacrifices are profound. So thank you both, Frankie and James, for your support and indulgence over the years that I've been in government and when I was in the Army, especially when I was in Iraq. I also have friends here, including colleagues throughout my career, among them the lawyers who first taught me energy law and my advisors from my time at the Commission. As the committee is aware, the Department of Energy performs a number of critical functions. The national labs ensure that the United States is and remains at the cutting edge of science and technology. The department is responsible for taking care of and auditing and overseeing the weapons stockpile. It manages environmental cleanup at legacy waste sites, and it promotes the development and deployment of energy sources and infrastructure. I believe that my prior roles as General Counsel, Commissioner, and Chairman at the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission give me a unique and important vantage point on how to achieve the President and Secretary's shared vision of ensuring affordable, reliable, and secure energy for the American people. The utility and natural gas sectors, the subjects I regulated while at FERC, are a critical component to achieving those goals. Right now, we face profound challenges. Demand for energy is growing, and we cannot face the difficulty in producing and delivering it to Americans to ensure the country's safety and prosperity without tackling a number of very difficult problems. There are also great opportunities. America is blessed with the most abundant energy in the world. We have the best technical minds to harness that potential, and we have a private sector that stands ready to invest capital, build infrastructure, and produce the energy that we desperately need. We stand on the brink of an energy renaissance in which we can replace growing energy scarcity at home and abroad with energy abundance for the United States and its allies, improving the lives of our citizens while ensuring our geostrategic position. There are a couple of subjects that I'd just like to touch on before I finish. First, our energy problems and scarcity are driven in large measure by failure to develop needed infrastructure. America struggles to build things these days. We have an acute need to build all manner of infrastructure across the country, but the federal permitting regime has become an impediment to that development. Interminable delays, legal challenges that threaten the permits that are already issued, and a continuously changing regulatory landscape have come to chill investment. And the result of that is that projects take longer to build and are increasingly expensive, or worse than that, they never get built in the first place. It will be difficult to achieve our goals of ensuring affordable, reliable, and secure energy to the American people without tackling the problem of federal permitting. Second, and relatedly, we have an acute need for electric generation. The United States is experiencing unprecedented demand for electricity, and that demand is increasing at an accelerating rate. Data centers, AI, and reindustrialization have brought load onto the system at a speed that we have never seen before. Maintaining our strategic position in the world absolutely requires that Americans have access to affordable, reliable, and secure energy in abundance. I've spent the better part of a decade directly regulating the energy markets and the reliability of the bulk electric system, and I can report that we have systematically failed to compensate baseload generation in order to ensure the retention of existing assets and to incentivize the arrival of the new generators that we need to meet the growing demand. This challenge has to be solved. Third and finally, we need to recommit ourselves to America's preeminence as the world's leader in science and technology. The national labs, which are the crown jewel of the department, have been the source of countless advances over the years, both in pure and applied science. These advances and discoveries have driven commercial development, spawned new industries, and ensured American prosperity. Recently, the national labs have made advances in quantum computing, nuclear reactors, and fundamental scientific research that promise a new era of science and engineering. We have to recommit to that mission to ensure that America continues to maintain its scientific and technological edge that the citizens of the United States have relied upon for so many decades. Again, Chairman Lee, Ranking Member Heinrich, and members of the committee, I appreciate the opportunity to appear before you, and I look forward to your questions.
Thank you, Mr. Danley.